you know, and people are not at work and not at school. I don't know. Like it seems like the smart thing just to stream in the evenings, but I look at it as like, oh hey, you know, the big ones are streaming at the same time. You know, I'm just gonna be one of many at this time zone and this time slot. Might as well change time slots and not be not have too much competition, which kind of works, but it's kind of a detriment too. Because it's like the way the math works is like, oh, there's less eyes that can potentially look at you. But at the same time, I look at it as like, oh, hey, they're not intending to watch me in the first place. They're on because their favorite streamers are on. And people keep talking about like the Twitch discovery is awful. No, it's not. It's not. It's like the point. It's the thing I highlighted earlier. Streamers don't want to get new equipment. They don't want to invest in lighting. They don't want to try to improve themselves. They just sit there quietly playing Fortnite all fucking day, or Call of Duty, or whatever competitive multiplayer game there is. You know, there can be only so many the Russian Badgers. You know. Like that's why I have to tell like a couple people, like I'll get DMs and stuff, and they'll be like, hey, you know, me and my friends play this, you know, is there anything that, you know, we can do? And it's always the same thing. It's like, bro, it's like, if I want it, like nobody's going to sit there and watch you play a game you are mediocre at with your friends that you joke around with, when they themselves can play that game for free, or maybe they already have it and also have friends who are funny as shit, you know? Because you got to think about all the people who are doing that at the moment. You're trying to stream Fortnite or Call of Duty or Apex Legends, you know? Typically, like your competitive games, like they only care about the god gamers. God damn, guys. If you're not a god gamer, you're already at a disadvantage like me, you know? Like that's why how Ninja got popular. He's a god gamer of Fortnite. You know, what are the odds of him being just another Fortnite streamer? Pretty fucking high, but he's good at the game. So he worked himself out of that equation. You know, it's not hard to figure out. It's really not. It's not hard to figure out. You just gotta look at yourself honestly and be like, hey, where do I fall? What category do I fall in? And how do I become the top of that category? How do you become the top of your category, of your time zone, of what, you know, what games you play, whatever? How do you become something that people are going to want to click? And then you go from there. Because once you get to the top of because honestly, like streaming's categorized, believe it or not. Like you can break it down per viewer. You know, you can look at your viewership and say, okay, I'm at the below 10 viewership. How do I get to be better than the other below 10 viewerships? So what do? You find other streamers who are below 10 viewers, below 5, however you want to break it down. However you want to break it down. I don't know. You break it down, you watch their stream, and you look at it and you're like, damn, this sucks. Or damn, he's not talking enough. Or damn, I could just play this game and have fun with my friends without this person. You get what I'm saying? You have to, man, did I really get killed the last turn again? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Okay, we're not. We did that race twice and the same thing happened. We got fucked on the last turn. It's so dumb. Anyway, you look at your bracket. Like if I wanted to, I could look right now and be like, okay, I'm under 10 viewers right now. I could go find other people streaming Jack X, but there's not that many. So I go, okay, I'm gonna go look at other small streamers who are playing games in like on PlayStation 2 emulators or just old games in general. Compare myself to them, see what they're doing that I don't find appealing, and why am I bored? Why do I want to go find somebody else? You do that enough, you figure out what's wrong, You can do some introspection and be like, okay, I have fucking pre-roll ads running. Maybe if I turn pre-roll ads off and get people hooked in before they ever see an ad, then maybe I can succeed that way. You know, it's all about strategy, guys. It's all about strategy. You know, that's what people don't understand. Like, if you want to make, you can make Twitch a career, but you have to work for it. It's all about strategy. But you'll see that a lot. If you ever want to be a streamer, the first thing I would recommend is just watch other streamers and see what they got going on. But yeah, you would look at, like, you know, hey, this is what under 10 streamers are doing that's not working, that make me want to click off. Now let me go find somebody that has 25 or less, then 50 or less, and then 100 or less, or up to 100. You want to see like what makes it so different. Chat plays a big part in it. I'm not going to say that they don't. They play a huge part in it. But that's why it's important for you to find those channels that don't have viewers at all, and see what they're doing wrong and compare them to those who do have viewers but are still relatively small. Because there's people don't want to hear this, but there's lazy streamers out there. They don't care. They just stream to stream. They don't interact with they barely interact with their chat. They focus on their game. They don't care. They just stream to stream. Or at least I got a goal in mind. Like, hey, I want to get as many games done as I can, you know, on stream. Then it all goes to YouTube. You know, eventually. This will come out like sometime in May. You know. Okay, there we go. This will come out sometime in May. Oh.
Last year alone, racing brought in more cash than Crash City's entire yearly budget. Now that's big. Believe it or not, it can get even bigger. I mean, with the right imagination. I'd like to see laws passed forcing the sport to be shown on multiple channels. Maybe broadcasted in school for the kiddies.
Seems like everyone's got a stake in this thing.
Well, we certainly do.
There's a ton of money swirling around this sport.
And where there's money, there's crime.
I think Crew's playing us, but against who? I don't know.
I think I know who the bad guy is.
Show him what he's won, Pecker.
Okay. Oh damn, do we really have to win that? Yeah, we're 30. Fuck. We gotta win a gold somewhere. We gotta win a gold here.
Spargus City is where I learned to fight, and this track will take all the fighting you've got. If you
Damn, I keep hitting X again. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. There's just people who are lazy streamers. And what sucks is, like, when you, like, I'm just bitching at this. I'm not bitching. I'm just like, I'm trying to give some introspective to people who think about doing this. Is that you have a lot of people, like, let's say you want to stream, what's that game coming out? Stalker, Shadow of, Shadow Chernobyl or whatever. It's the new Stalker game. Yeah, I never played the Stalkers, don't judge me. Let's say you want to stream that. You want to, like, hey, you want to dip your toes into streaming, you want to play that, you know, to kind of go ahead and start your streaming journey, and you're going to take it seriously. You're taking it, you want this to be your job. You want it to be your job. You're taking it seriously. You buy, which I don't recommend doing what I do and buy a bunch of equipment, but hey, I'm dumb. You buy a bunch of equipment. God damn, this thing drips on fucking everything. I'm getting rid of this fucking machine gun. You buy all the equipment you need. You buy a mic, headphones, lights, background lights, webcam. You know, you buy all the stuff. You get all the stuff. You take it seriously. You got You already paid your artists, paid an artist to make your screens and stuff. You paid for background music. You're taking it 100% seriously. And let's say you're good. Let's say you're just naturally good at streaming. Or you're just good at it. You know what to do already. You're very talkative. You're interactive with chat. Whatever. You're the perfect streamer. Now imagine going into a category like Stalker. Like when it comes out, it's probably going to be oversaturated. People who don't know what to do, or they're just doing it to do it. But you go into a category saturated with people who are just doing it. They're just like, yeah, I just wanted to stream this game. It looked cool. I'm going to stream it. With with either a shitty mic or shitty webcam or whatever. Just sitting there quietly, like doesn't interact with chat, doesn't know what's going on in chat. I'm dead, yeah. And imagine that times 10,000 or sometimes 20,000, and you're among those, and people can't find you. You don't get the opportunity to show what you can do. And that's the reality. People say Twitch is bad for discovery. I don't think that's it. I think it's just there's a lot of people who just don't take it seriously when it could really be a career. I'd like it to be my career. I'm tired of fucking nursing. I haven't done it in almost a year. I really don't like taking care of people. Like me being in the nursing field during a global pandemic, I'm done with it. It's probably one of the worst jobs on the planet. And I was in the military at the same time. Like I was a military nurse. Like it's definitely not a fun job. You see people die. You see people at their worst. You fucking gotta clean up a ton of shit. Like literally just no. Why is it? This is the second race in a row where it's just been long as fuck, and then they fucked me over at the last turn, dude. Every time. But if you're watching this on YouTube and you've stuck around this long, my biggest piece of advice is when you get affiliate, don't feel bad for running ads, but make sure there are no pre-roll ads. Because there is nothing worse when I'm doing my own little research and like trying to figure out how to improve myself, and I sit through a 30-second, 1 minute, minute 30 ad, and the streamer doesn't even know basic fundamentals. He's not interacting with chat, he's not talking, even though there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about right now, and I've been going for about 10 minutes. There's nothing going on right now, but I'm still going. That's really it. Then that's what'll kill a lot of streamers, is that they'll get that affiliate status. And like when you get affiliate, that's when you should really be like kicking your ass in gear and like improving, because now you're getting paid for it. You're getting paid for it like it's a job, so you need to treat it like a job and do your best. Because that's the thing, it's up to you. Dude, this fucking car drifts way too goddamn much. I try to correct and it overcorrects itself every time. I'm dropping these. This weapon's trash. But that's really it. And I'm tired of like seeing, because like I do at least like I try to look for at least an hour or so of streamers, just see what they're about. I'll stop in, say hi, whatever, tell them they're doing a good job. If they're not doing a good job, I'm not, I won't tell them they're not doing a good job. But if their audio's a little fucky, I did that last time. I'll let them know that something's wrong, because that is one hard thing about being a smaller streamer, is that oftentimes you don't have somebody in chat to tell you, hey, something's going on, something's wrong, and that's disheartening too, and you'll experience it as well. At the same time, you got to be on top of that stuff. You shouldn't let little mistakes happen. I mean, I know, like, I've had mistakes where I've had what was it? It was Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3. Even Dark Souls 3, I had a couple people stop in, and either they didn't notice or they were just listening to me talk. But my screen was super zoomed in on Dark Souls and I didn't know it. And so like they just got the top left corner of my screen there in the entire stream and they didn't say a word. So either I was that good or they just didn't notice to where it wasn't a problem. Okay, this is the last turn. I really gotta focus up. Please, no, please. Please. Okay. And then it was the first stream of Elden Ring. My audio was destroyed. I don't know what happened. I think it was I was messing with voice mod and it just didn't work out, or it just the setting hadn't changed or something.
You must earn a gold medal in
Speaking
each
of
qualifying
which,
race in order to be invited to the big
I
event.
think it's hold on, let me check that really quick. I'm paranoid. And then you start doing your self audio checks. Voice mod is not open. Oh yeah, it is. There it is. It was hiding. Can voice mod open up, please? There it is. Yeah, okay, good. We good. We good. Okay, we just have to win this one race. It's just a regular race, isn't it? Roadhog. Is this what I've been using? Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Let's. I think we've been using the street grinder, right, for our class 2s. Yeah. Bennett, damn.
Race fans, welcome to another edition of the GT Blitz Show. What you think, Becker? Is this season great or what?
Yes, GT. It's really been a...
Great! Well, we have two of the biggest racers in the sport today. So, Razor, tell me, how does it feel to compete in the most prestigious racing event on the planet? My show.
Yes. Well, as you know, I'm a firm believer that our sport needs to evolve. We need more action, more excitement, more danger.
Love it, love it! So, tell me, Jack, how does it feel to know either you or Razor will be dead by season's end? You must be really motivated to keep racing under this kind of pressure.
Let's just say we're dying to win.
Some say the mysterious crime boss Mizo may be involved. Mizo's name's coming up a lot for someone trying to stay out of the public eye.
You heard it here, folks. These two wheel jocks are on a collision course, and we'll be here to identify all the bodies.
Okay. All right. I think it's just a single race and we're good.
Let's do it, Dak.
Because I don't think we've done enough to get 50 points worth of gold medals. Okay, so this is a one lap thing. God, I hope I don't get screwed on the last lap. Or no, the last turn, rather. Okay. But I see where a lot of people... So, you know what's weird is like people... It's the same thing that happened with Cyberpunk 2077. There's a lot of people who are kind of forgiving it with how it ran and stuff. But like with how Starfield is, I keep seeing memes of people saying, I swear it's good. I swear it's not that bad. A lot of people are knocking the game they don't even play. Like, bro, we don't even need to play that game to know it's not that good. I didn't need to play it. Nobody needed to play it for me to tell it was not going to be good. It's average. I saw the best. Somebody put it the best. Somebody said this game should have came out in 2015. I said, damn. That's probably spot on. I'm going to play it when it goes on Supercell, like after like I don't know how many DLCs come out and all the mods are out. But like I saw somebody say, you know, well the modding community is going to help this game out a lot. You know, like, bro, like you shouldn't have to rely on mods, dude. I know most people in America have internet, but there's some that don't, and that whatever game they get, that's what they got. You know, there's no day one patch. There's no fucking, there's no day one patch. There's no fucking internet. Whatever game they get out of the box, is what they have. There's somebody out there who has Cyberpunk 2077 as the version that it released as on their console or in their house on a disc. There's somebody out there. If you don't believe me, I promise you there are. There's people in Flint, Michigan who don't have drinking water. There's people in the US that fucking don't have internet capabilities. I promise you. Okay, there's not really on this game, there's really not that many spots to drift. I mean, I guess they were trying to get like a not a hyper realistic driving game, but like I guess to fit the world of Jak and Daxter, which hey, okay, can't be mad about that one. Hadn't been shot at in a hot.
The winner screams across the line.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. That's like the fucking, like, what is it with this game? Like, they just want to fuck you up at the end of the race. I thought I still had a minute, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I had a minute, that's why I wasn't too mad, and then now it's like, oh, it's the end of the race, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that. Like, how many races has that been now? Like four? 4 different races where like I just get fucked on at the end, I can't make it. Like I have to restart. Like, come on. And that, and like, why does he get health? He hasn't killed anybody. Why is he in dark mode already? Or is it also based off the damage you receive? It might be, actually. Or maybe he laid down a defensive thing and it got him. I don't know. So that's plenty bullshit, in my opinion. Plenty.
Move over, buddy.
But yeah, I do want to try different streaming times. It just doesn't work. Maybe if I ever get big enough. Well, that's the thing. If I get big, then I don't want to change my time slot. You know what I mean? I mean, what I could do if I wanted was just stream nothing but big games. Maybe we'll try that. Maybe we'll start doing some new release type stuff. After we knock out, like, I guess our backlog. I mean, we're going to be, I guess our newest release will be the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. You know, I could make that an all-day stream type deal. But that'll be like the morning after, unless it releases on Steam early that day. Because I'd rather do this than go work a fucking for dialysis clinic. Like, I really would. I really don't want to. I just hate nursing, man. I just do. I do. Like, nursing's not that fun. It's not fun. It's really, like, it can be rewarding. It can be. You know, you see somebody on the brink of death and you bring them back, but like, not like, you know, they're having a heart attack, you're doing CPR. I mean, like, hey, they're pretty fucking sick. You know, they're septic right now. They got X, Y, and Z going on. You know, the patient barely talks to you. They feel like shit, and then give them a few days, and then, you know, you see their personality come out, and you get to see the person that they are when they're not sick. That's really nice. Then sometimes you get people who just want to go the fuck home, and they let you know they want to go the fuck home. And I had this one older man. He's about 40s, 50s. He's an alcoholic. They always are when they're angry. Fuck, this is the last turn. Okay. Whew, got lucky on that one. Anyway, he, so like the doors at the hospital, when we were on a different floor because the ICU was getting renovated. So like we moved the ICU capabilities up to a different floor. And oh shit. And the doors on that floor, they slam. they slam, and it kept this one guy up all night. That's just how it is. They slammed all night, and it kept him up, and he was very angry. And lo and behold, guess who fucking gets him? Me. It was just luck of the draw on that one. I'll continue, and I'll elaborate further. Let's see here. Kill 10 of them. Okay. I need a weapon. Anyway, he was pissed because he's been kept up all night, so he says, because of the door slamming or whatever. Like, okay, sure, fine, I get it, whatever. And he starts getting belligerent with me, and I'm like, dude, like, I didn't fucking do shit to you. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And so all I'm doing is I'm just standing there smiling at him, you know. Like, I've been yelled at before, dude. Like, you're not scaring me, or you're not gonna get a reaction that you want. And you know, it's just like, he's like, that goddamn door's been slamming all night, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, like, I can't control that. You're here with me now, and like, I apologize for it, but you know, these old ass doors in this fucking army hospital. You know how it goes, dude. You were in the army too, because it was an army hospital, so we took care of our own pretty much. And he's like, yeah, well, you guys should at least be a little bit courteous. Like, dude, like, we can't control that. If somebody's rolling through and needs to be taken care of really bad, we don't give a shit about door slamming. He put his finger on my chest. I couldn't, you know, you can't do anything. You can't. I mean, it wasn't even that big of a deal. But he's like trying to assert dominance or some shit. And, you know, you get people like that, and, you know, you just kind of can't wait for them to get out. Oh, man. Whoops. He was just, I don't know, I just remember him. I forgot what else I was going to say, though. It escaped my mind. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. But you have to be professional at all times. And that's kind of like the rough thing about nursing is, like, you don't want to be professional all the time. Because, like, there's some really shitty patients. Like, I mean, they just talk shit to you. They don't like you no matter what you do for them. They just have a thing against nurses and doctors. They just do. There's nothing you can do to make them happy. And, it, you know, it's fine. You know, it's not like you get in trouble because, you know, we know how those people behave. But, like, my God, dude, there's some people who think that the world's owed to them. I've had to call security on one kid. Of course, the soldier, who's getting out. He's getting kicked out of the military because he's a piece of shit. He thinks he thought he could talk to anybody the way he wanted. I said, dude, like, he was talking to the nurses bad. I went in there. I said, dude, it doesn't work like that. We're here to help you. I mean, if you want to keep going, I can get a lieutenant colonel in here, and he can talk to your lieutenant colonel, and then we can really make your life a hellhole.
Hello, race fans! We're coming to you live from not-so-scenic Haven City as this sport goes on the road for the World Circuit Tour. Yes, we're global, baby. In today's race, a few veteran drivers will meet the upstarts for the first time, and the Blitzmeister has a feeling it won't be pretty. So, we'll stay behind the crash barrier and bring you all the action as it happens. Stay tuned.
It's nice to be back in Haven City, hey, sweetheart?
Torrin, I'm touched.
I was talking to Ashlyn.
I knew that. And we used to think this town was tough. Crash City makes this place look like a kiddie park.
I still don't understand why crew would go to all this trouble for a trophy.
I smell a rat.
Hey, I showered this morning.
I mean, I think Crew must have been up to something.
With soap.
He always had an angle.
You're probably right. While we're in Haven City, I'll see what I can dig up in my father's old things.
I think she races too.
You do that.
I think at some point she joins the race. I'm pretty sure Kira does. At least it's already been hinted at. Okay, Haven City. Okay, Spargus. Okay, Canyon Run. Okay.
This is a special time challenge, Jack.
But yeah, people can be ugly. And we can be uglier. So I'll tell y'all something, and like you can't do anything about it. No, I already told the story about the surgeons. Yeah, surgeons will talk about you while you're asleep. It just happens. They gotta have something to talk about. They can only talk about sports for so long, you know. It's just reality.